Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I am here today to tell you about my character's backstory from this video. I went into this hibernation thing where I forgot about my YouTube channel, forgot to put videos, anyways, here we go. Dusk hatched under a full moon near the edge of the scorpion den, a place full of outlaws and secrets, in a small hidden cave that smelled faintly of salt and 1,000 stories. Her mother was a sharp-witted nightwing who fled the rainforest for a life of freedom, and her father, a wandering sandwing merchant with a kind heart and a fierce tail barb. Her mother often told her stories of many kinds, ones of volcanoes and ash and let's pray every week. And sometimes she told stories of a great rainforest filled with fruit and the millions of scents of flowers and fruit. Her life started out rough. Her father was murdered by a vengeful skywing when she was just a dragonette, leaving her and her mother to survive alone. Before her father was killed, she would often help him convince dragons to buy the things he would sell. Ever since her father's death, her mother grew enraged with all the other tribes, especially hybrids, and instilled a deep, burning resentment in Dusk. Despite her mother's hatred, Dusk has a quiet, calm, cool personality, preferring to think before speaking. She learned how to be a shadow broker, moving through the alleyways unseen, using the skills inherited from her mother as a natural camouflage at night, and her heat resistance from her father during the blistering desert days. She has silver teardrop scales near her eyes, but is an uncertain seer. Her prophecies are blurry and infrequent and as unpredictable as a sandstorm in a desert. Dusk has skills that might seem light, but the way she camouflages trying to find a single raindrop in a thunderstorm. Dusk has very few friends, constantly moving around the scorpion den, avoiding Vulture and his stupid gang of idiots who decided to follow him and his herders. That night, she remembered it clearly. She was slipping through the crowd, wings tucked in, and she had a maroon-red cloth her father liked around her like a pouch to hold any wrist cuffs or any stolen jewelry. And then, being hit by the moons, a headache struck her, and she almost collapsed. But she was strong and forced herself to stand. She quickly ducked behind a wall of a small home. Everything went dark as obsidian. It was a vision. But this time it wasn't blurry. It was as clear as day. She could see sunlight, sand. She was in the scorpion den. It was a crowd of dragons. Wait, there was one dragon, slipping through the crowd faster than the others. Their scales blended in, but hard to miss. They were heading toward Queen Thorn's palace. Everything went dark again. Now the dragon from the crowd was in front of her. In the throne room there were guards laid all around the room. Sitting on the throne was Queen Thorn. The dragon stepped forward and spread his wings and bowed his head down at Queen Thorn. I have come to ask for a conversation about the scorpion den, he said, folding his wings and raising his head. Queen Thorn raised an eyebrow. Go ahead, she said. The dragon from the crowd glanced at the guards. A private conversation, he added. I'll meet you in a minute, Queen Thorn said. My guards will escort you, and don't try anything stupid. My guards will be right outside. Dusk hoped this would be the last time it went dark. And then Thorn and the other dragon was in a tent. So, Queen Thorn said, what news have you come to tell me about the scorpion den? I'm Jackal, said the dragon from the crowd. Oh, Thorn said, I have come to tell you news from the scorpion den. Very bad news, he said, twitching his tail barb. And, Thorn said boredly, the news is their queen died. Thorn furrowed her brow. As quick as thunder, Jekyll whipped around and slashed Thorn with his tail barb. But Thorn moved at the last millisecond and had just missed her. Queen Thorn roared, and Dusk had to cover her ears. Thorn slammed herself into Jekyll, knocking him over. Thorn pounced on him and pinned him down, but the guards had came in a moment too late, and one of them didn't get to his tail barb in time. Jekyll flung Thorn off him, and his tail went straight across her arm. The visions blurred away into roaring and chaos, and then Dusk collapsed onto the sand. She felt like she had been caught in a sandstorm. She forced herself to fly home as fast as she could. She landed on the front door and opened it as she ran in and slammed the door behind her. Her mother glared at her as she ran into her room. She grabbed one of the blank scrolls on a shelf above a table. She immediately started writing what she saw in the vision. Queen Thorn was in danger. Well, this is going to have to be a part 1 and 2 because the backstory is long and part 2 should come out in a week or two. And you will find out why I drew Dusk in this drawing. And also the reason why I haven't been posting is because I've been very, very busy. Plays and stuff. And school. That sucks. And I've been sick a little bit, so I will try to stay on track and keep making videos for y'all because I've been behind, and I've already started writing part 2 because I love this backstory already. Because I was just drawing this, I'm like, that would be perfect for this. That's why I'm gonna draw her here. This was originally just gonna be a cute picture of her just floating, I've seen multiple people do, but I just had this really, really cool backstory idea. So why not just draw her like this, and then you'll see in part 2 why I drew her like this. Maybe I should have drawn something else, like her in a crowd or something, uh, or her seeing the vision. Because why would I do that mismatched? Why draw her in a place that we're gonna see in part 2, and then draw her in a place that's in part 1? I've been thinking about that. So, tell me in the comments if you like this, or not. Her name is Dusk. You probably could see that. Even though she has a silver teardrop scale behind her eye, she can't read minds. It's just something that happened. So, and it's just, I don't know. So, and also she doesn't actually have a tail barb. It's like something she made herself. uh, and she hoped the thing where no one would she told herself no one would glance twice at her tail and think it was real, or she could just use her Nightwing heritage and use that to say it's just different and stuff. And maybe I could have it to where she paints it or something like that. Maybe find a way to make it not look metal, but also the lighting on this is just really cool to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to see more content. Thank you to all my current subscribers. Don't forget to drop a like, share, subscribe, and tell your friends. But that's basically the same thing as share. So, I'm just rambling. I don't have any script right now. So I'll just let you go on and enjoy the rest little piece of this. I might add some music or something. I might slow it down, maybe. Well, I hope you like this drawing. Part 2, you'll see why I drew her in this drawing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, I'm gonna go ahead and keep writing part 2. You guys enjoy this and write in the comments if you see any predictions of what you think's gonna happen. I love to see your ideas. And I'll see if you get any of them right. Don't forget part 2 is going to come out in a week or two. See you soon. Goodbye!